Good morning, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I'm speaking from the perspective of the patriarchy, okay, system, okay? Imagine when you're a little girl, based on the patriarchal system, okay? Imagine you're a little girl and you're playing house and you're putting a pillowcase on your head and you're fantasizing about your future wedding and the day you're going to become a wife and a mother, and you're role playing and I'm the mommy and look, we're getting married, and you do a fake wedding and you, like I said, put a pillowcase on your head, okay? And you've been thinking about this day for your entire life, the day that you're going to get married, be a mother, be someone's wife, have children of your own and a house. Okay. That's what you're fantasizing about. Now, imagine a little boy. Now, mind you, I'm speaking from a patriarchal perspective. Now, imagine a little boy is having his own fantasies about, you know, how boys play a game called That's My Car. It's kind of a thing where when you're a kid, you point at people's cars on the highway when you're a kid that you like, and you call it because that's the kind of car you like. Okay. So like my brother, he used to be like, when I grow up, I want to get a Cutlass Sierra, I want to get a Buick, that's my car. That's my car. Oh man, when I get my first car, when I get older, I'm going to get a Cutlass Sierra with blah, 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 blah. And this is my fantasy. And you've been thinking about this your whole life. A little boy is like thinking his whole life about when he finally gets his car, I'm gonna put rims on it, or I'm gonna get a car that's this color, or I'm gonna get whatever, a fast car, whatever. He has an obsession about cars. A car is an object, and he's thinking about what he wants to do with it. This is how somebody views women. Okay. His perspective on women has always been as an object for fantasies he want to fulfill. So if you can imagine someone that maybe watches a lot of porn or has been exposed to a lot of sexuality and seen a whole lot of like different things going on sexually, his favorite porn star. Imagine somebody sees his favorite porn star doing certain things that he watches, and he watches different types of erotica, porn, and things like that. And he's thinking, when I get my wife, I'm going to get her I want her to be able to do this. And I want her to be able to do flips. And I want her, because somebody objectifies women and has a perspective in a way like an object. And they had the perspective that when I get my woman, I want my woman to I'm gonna have her perform like this my favorite porn star, and I want her to be able to do this and cook, and I want her to be able to have my kids, be in a relationship, and do this, do that, and I want her to be because they're describing how they're going to how their woman is going to perform for them. Okay. The same way you would describe as a child, you're thinking about, when I finally get my car, I'm going to get my car and I'm going to put leather white seats in it. And then I'm going to have a sunroof and I'm going to paint it this color. And I'm going to put these type of customized tags on it. This is the way that this person views relationships. Like when I finally get my woman, I'm going to have her. I can't wait. I'm going to have her. I want her to perform. I want her to cook. I want her to clean. I want her to do this. I want her to do that. I want her to look like this. And I want her to perform like my favorite sexual porn star. It's almost like they're dressing up a car because they're objectifying you. There's a masculine here that is childish in their viewpoint in how they perceive women. And they want the type of energy that only a unicorn woman can produce. A woman that produces a certain type of energy that will allow you to manifest on a grand scale. This is the type of quality they want this woman to have. But the type of woman that they wanted you to dress you up to be for them, for their ego and for their entertainment, does not have that type of energy. Okay, whatever type of woman this person wants, in his objectified version of what he wants his car, his woman to be like, this type of woman typically is not going to, the characteristics of his dream woman, which is very toxic, can't produce unicorn energy. So this person knows that you have unicorn energy and they want your energy, but their expectations of you was whatever their fantasy, their boyish fantasy has always been about what they want their woman when they grow up, and when they get their woman, what they want them to be. And that's where they're having a dilemma. They want access to your unicorn energy, but the qualities of the woman that they pictured in their mind, that they objectified, it does not align with your unicorn energy. So that is not you. And they still want your unicorn energy. If you can imagine a flower that has not bloomed, and you're impatient and you're like, I want to experience that flower with the petals in perfect place. I want a beautiful bloom, and I want it to look pretty, and every petal to be in place, the color of the flower to be right. I want everything I want a beautiful bouquet of flowers, but I don't want to wait for it. I don't want to nourish it. I don't want to give it the sun and water that it needs. I just want to take this flower, throw it into a dark room, and I want it to open up for me and show me all of its beauty and glory so that I can take energy from it and enjoy it at its best. But it's going to take, I don't want to wait for the sun, and I don't want to wait for the water. And that has to do with a courtship. That has to do with putting the work in, to having the patience to put the work in, not the sexual work, but I'm talking about the emotional labor, and not really a labor, but just have the patience to allow an organic bond to occur between the mind and the heart and the soul. So when the body comes together, it will be a beautiful bloom. You understand? This is someone that wants to see a bouquet of flowers that hasn't bloomed yet. They just want it open and they want the finished effect, but they don't want to take the time to water it and give it the sun and the time that it needs, to grow. They want to bring that flower, that bouquet of flowers into a dark house, and they want to rip the petals back. They want to rip all the petals back and be like, why don't you look like a beautiful bouquet of flowers? Why aren't you giving me the look that I want? And they got a whole bunch of wrinkled, crumpled up flowers now all over the floor and torn apart and ripped up, and it looks horrible. And they're like, I don't understand. I don't understand why this bouquet, when they sold me this bouquet of flowers, they showed me the picture of what I would get from this bouquet of flowers. And I took it home and I ripped all the petals open, and the petals came apart and they fell on the ground, and it's torn up and ripped. And now the plant is dying. What the hell is the problem? The problem is they did not follow the instructions. The problem is they didn't follow God's instructions with the gift, okay? With the flower, with this bouquet of flowers. The instructions say to give it sunlight and nutrients, and to give it water a little bit, not too much, not too little, to balance it, and then to wait. And then you will get the results from this gift of flowers. You understand? And that's what happened with you and whoever this person is. Somebody might be in the military. It doesn't have to be this masculine, but there's someone in this reading that's in the military, and specifically the army. This person wants unicorn energy specifically, but they don't want the characteristics and traits that come with unicorn energy, because it does not align with whatever their fantasy was, their boyish fantasy was, about what they would do with their car or their woman. No, I want her to dress like my favorite porn star and do all the things that I saw this porn star do. I saw this porn star do this, and when I get it home, when I get her home, I'm gonna get her to do this for me and do that and do this and fulfill all my fantasies and put on an act. And I want her to put on these big inch heels and blah blah blah. I mean, if they play their cards right and do things the right way, they might actually be able to get that energy up out of you. But you understand what I'm saying? So this person now is they ran into a disaster and they're having a hard time and they're trying to fix it. Okay. Now, whoever this person is, they want everlasting love, but they're immature. Whoever this person is, they want everlasting love, but they're immature. This is someone that wants everlasting love. And this is the person that's strong-willed and powerful. But this person has unhealed childhood verbal abuse issues, which make them a very poor communicator. So this is someone that has a lot of difficulty articulating and communicating their feelings, okay, and what they want. And then they're childish. This is an adult with the mind of a child as well, okay? This is an adult with the mind of a child, okay? So this person wanted your unicorn energy, but they did not want to go through the courting process, which would be the watering and the sun and the waiting. That means no sex until there's a strong emotional bond and a mental bond, because a unicorn energy is very selective and careful with who they give their unicorn energy to. So they're not just going to jump into that type of relationship. They are going to expect the full enchilada, the full connection, the works. They're going to expect to be nourished because to maintain that unicorn energy they have to be cared for properly. And part of that is the nourishment of a healthy connection of the heart and the mind before you can have a healthy physical connection. But this person wanted to come toward you and to force you into some Hoe-Ish energy with them, and they didn't want to wait. They did not want to wait to allow for a healthy connection to be established, and they wanted to jump into a straight physical relationship with you and get you into some Hoe-Ish energy with them and to use you in that type of a way, because you are the car they've waited their whole life to fix up the way they always pictured. They always pictured when I get married, she's going to instantly become a porn star and do all these acrobats and all this stuff for me and just performing. And then she's going to feed me and go cook for me and do this and do that and do that. They literally, they want to cherry pick the parts of a healthy relationship that they want. They wanted to skip past the work. And when I say the work, I'm talking about the inner work that has to actually be done. Okay, let's go. So what I have here is I have child in the reverse, because somebody is extremely childish. Okay. Somebody is extremely childish. And their expectations was not met. Okay. I have work in the reverse. I have main male in the reverse. Somebody might be in the military. Somebody might be in the army. And there's something here having to do with a house or a household or a family or something like that. I feel like this person, when they could not obtain you or they could not get regular access to your energy, even if you dated this person or got in a relationship with this person for any amount of time, when you saw they were not willing to go by the rules, okay, of engagement, you either cut them off, pulled your energy back, or you've never even dealt with this person. I don't know yet. Okay. But whatever happened here, I feel like they were unable to secure your energy as a regular energy supply for them because of what they were trying to do. So they might have even gone so far as to go through other people and use other tactics to get your energy from you, you unicorn. Okay. Now, you have self-esteem. That's their problem. You have self-esteem, and therefore you have freedom. Okay. You're not emotionally codependent or financially codependent to people, places, and things, because you're very confident and you have self-esteem and you have nothing to be ashamed or feel guilty about. Okay. And grief in the reverse. This person might have done things to try to cause grief in your life because they could not have regular access to your unicorn energy because they refused to follow the rules. And this person did not have gratitude for the type of relationship or for the process, is what I'm hearing. The type of relationship you would have had with this person would have been a process. It's not something you could just obtain overnight. To lay a strong foundation, there's some kind of process they would have need to go through. And it's what I said, a connection of the heart, a synchronization of the heart and the mind. And then as a result of that, it will be a synchronization of the physical relationship. Okay. And this would have been their process to have this relationship. I am attracted to those who serve my highest good. And you would have served this person's highest good, but that did not happen. And it did not happen because they were impatient. I have patience in reverse over here. So this person did not show gratitude and was very impatient like a child. They did not have gratitude for the natural process that God gives us so that we can create healthy relationships and healthy families, so we can create healthy communities. They didn't have gratitude for that relationship word I'm hearing. They're telling me to say the process, the healthy process. And it's because they're very impatient. Okay. So something's going on here now. Work in the reverse. Somebody might be losing a job. I'm telling you, when you are impatient and you don't follow the higher path of God, okay, and I'm going to frame it how I'm going to frame it. When you don't follow God, and God would be operating out of your higher self, operating out of the light, and follow the process to lay a strong foundation that's not only physically healthy, but emotionally and mentally healthy as well. When you don't follow the right process to obtain that, and you connect yourself because you're impatient with a different type of energy that doesn't have that unicorn energy, that whatever type of energy you connect with is going to affect how you think. The person that you're laying in the bed with, they're going to have an effect on your energy and how you think, how you behave, how you act. They're going to influence you, man and woman. So if this person started dealing with karmic energies instead of you and did something to try to harness your energy, something could be ending for them. They could be losing their job right now because of the toxic energy that they chose to engage with. Okay, that's the reason why they're losing. Someone might be losing their job or losing a position. Someone's losing something connected to a family, a house, real estate, a community, something's not going in someone's favor because their expectations were not met, because they tried to replace you and still try to harness your energy a different way while they try to replace you with others. And by engaging with those other energies, they've poisoned this person's body, mind, and spirit. And it's caused now them to have financial, emotional, and spiritual imbalances in their life. Okay. So that's the introduction. Let's jump into the read. What is the energy crowning this read right now? Okay. I have the devil in the reverse. Okay. Someone could have Capricorn in their chart. Someone could have Gemini in their chart. Right now, somebody might be in some energy where they might want to now move forward with something. Okay, they might want to move past something. Somebody might have possibly someone might be going through a process right now where they are realizing the error in basically what I just described to you. Okay, Somebody might right now be learning some type of a lesson wherein they're getting out of some type of energy of an obsessive or addictive way of thinking, a toxic way of thinking, obsession, about their obsessions, their attachments to operating in a lower vibration. Okay. Somebody is separating their energy from addictions to people, places, and things that don't serve their highest good. Okay. That means their ways as well. And I know somebody's stupid out here right now because it's pouring down rain and they're doing firecrackers outside. What is their obstacle right now, Holy Spirit? I feel like this person now wants to partner, but they want to try to do it better. Okay. Whoever you are, you might be an Empress High Priestess. You might be an Earth sign. Okay. You may have Earth heavily in your chart. You might have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart, whoever you are. Okay. But their obstacle right now is an Empress. This might be your energy right here. The Empress, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this might have something now to do with your financial independence. You're a unicorn. Whoever you are, you're a unicorn energy. Whoever you are a unicorn energy. Okay. And somebody might have done something to affect you financially, but something's about to happen in your life where you might be about to come into some money, or your money is about to go up. This person, in order to be able to skip courting you and skip the process for laying the foundation for a healthy relationship, they would need you in some type of codependent relationship, codependent energy. That's what the devil represents. Codependencies. Okay. Being codependent to people, places, and things, financially or emotionally. Okay. They couldn't get you in that energy because you're freedom. You're independent. You're not codependent to anyone or anything for anything. And you're getting ready to get into some Queen of Pentacle energy. I don't know if you're starting a business, or if a business you've already started, or a job that you've gotten, but something's about to occur that's going to boost up your financial status. You were already maintaining yourself, but there's something that's getting ready to occur in your life that's going to take you up the next notch financially. And the energies this person started entertaining when they could not court you, rush you through a courtship in some Hoe-Ish energy, the energies that they started dealing with were financially codependent, because you have to have some type of codependency to allow yourself to be objectified by somebody in that type of a way. And their obstacle is that type of energy has caused them a great fall. And now they want to move forward with you, but they're insecure about your financial status. And they know your financial status is about to go up. You're an Empress, but someone might have been doing something to affect your money, but your money is about to go up. And they're worried that now they won't have a chance in hell with you, because they all along, whatever insecurities this person has, it's tied to a woman being independent financially. That, I feel like that's the issue with them. Issue with them is they feel like they can't be in a relationship with a woman, or in the past, they felt like they couldn't get the relationship they want with a woman if she's not financially codependent. And the reason is because it must be an insecurity issue with them, or an issue where you're not going to put up with their crap and let them have their way. You're going to make them respect you, is what I'm hearing. So what I'm hearing is you were going to make them respect you, and they didn't want to have to do that. So they chose women that were financially codependent, that needed them to finance them or their lifestyle, and it allowed them to be in that energy. Now that they want to come and pursue you, they're worried because they know that you don't need them financially before, but now your financial status is about to go up. So they're really worried because they know you're not going to need them financially. And they're not used to dealing with women that don't need them financially, because that means they're going to have to level up, meaning do the work, the inner work I'm talking about. We're talking about doing the inner work to balance your dark and light energy, to treat a person with respect, and to treat a person like a human being that has needs, wants, that needs to be poured into, just like they're going to expect you to pour into them emotionally. You understand? And that's what they're worried about. They're worried about you financially leveling up with this Queen of Pentacles Empress energy. What happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past? In the recent past, somebody might have been trying to do some spiritual manipulation to drain your energy, okay, with this King of Wands, or maybe they've been draining the energy of different women they were dealing with this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? So I feel like somebody was draining energy from women. So again, this is going with that objectification that I was talking about. Somebody might have used woman in a way where you're just a uterus and you're just a womb. You're just I only see you as, so if this is someone that does spiritual work, this is somebody that just sees you as a womb with sacred energy. And they were hoping you did not know the value of that sacred energy and being able to access it. That's what they were hoping, okay? Because this is how they view the women that they've connected with. You're an energy source. You're an energy source that I can tap into anytime I need to. And I don't want to have to do any emotional labor to be able to access that energy. So I'll just financially support you, and you open your legs for me. Okay? That's exactly what it is. All right. And Holy Spirit, tell me more about this situation. Ooh, child. Tell me more about this situation, about this King of Wands energy they were in with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yes, that was it. The Empress reverse, the Two of Wands reverse. Whoever these energies were they were dealing with, or whoever they were dealing with instead of you, they couldn't plan something with this person. Tell me more about this, Holy Spirit. What's the Two of Wands reverse? What is this they couldn't plan? They couldn't plan with this Empress reverse. 3. An Empress reverse. Now, these are older people. Wow. They couldn't move forward with somebody because something very stressful that caused them a lot of stress and anxiety and was keeping them up at night. There's something that was keeping them up at night about moving forward with an Empress in a reverse. An Empress in a reverse is, it could be a man or a woman, but I'm going to call the sex it's in. It's a woman in some type of chaotic, distorted energy. And it's a woman that's old enough to know better. So this is someone over the age of 35. Okay. This is someone possibly 37 and up. An Empress reverse is someone old enough to know better, but they did not pass their lessons. They did not complete their cycles. So in certain aspects of their character, and you know, the 4 queens in the deck are different aspects of your character. The Queen of Cups has to do with emotional intelligence and love. Okay. The Queen of Wands has to do with your confidence, intelligence, your being a secure person, your personality. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles has to do with you having a balanced ego, being a Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has to do with having a balanced ego, which would allow you to be practical when it comes to dealing with managing your finances as the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody that's very transparent, someone that's very smart, intellectual, somebody that knows how to assert boundaries where boundaries need to be placed. It's somebody that knows when to give and when to take. Okay. So the Empress in the reverse in one or more of those areas is failing, meaning either she might not know how to regulate her emotions or control her emotions. She lacks emotional control. She might lack emotional intelligence. She might be emotionally irresponsible. That's the Queen of Cups in reverse. Or she might be a financial disaster, or she could be very shallow and not practical in how she manages her finances. Okay. She might not be grounded. She could be very superficial. The Queen of Pentacles. She might be insecure or be dealing with insecurities. Okay. She might have an unbalanced ego. That's the Queen of Wands. Or the Queen of Swords. She might be very cold and cutting, very malicious. She might not have any empathy or love in her heart. It could be all four of those areas of her character that are distorted, or it could be one or more of them. But that's why the Empress in the reverse, oftentimes in all four areas, has some kind of distorted way of thinking. And that's who he was trying to plan a future with. And he couldn't. What happened? Tell me more about the situation, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about the situation with this Empress in the reverse energy. Something did not go in somebody's favor. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, they started having problems. I'm hearing financially. It was a party girl. The Three of Cups. Okay. This person might do a lot of partying. And when Empress in the reverse is in a Three of Cups energy, it's a whole bunch of gossiping going on. There could be a whole bunch of toxic addictions going on to ways of thinking, ways of acting, shopping, being extra superficial, wasting money going on, gossiping going on, always some kind of drama going on, a whole bunch of money being wasted and spent, a whole bunch of toxicity with a whole bunch of toxic friends. And Empress in the reverse is going to have a whole bunch of friends because they don't practice discernment and have boundaries with family, friends, lovers, and things like that. And Empress in the reverse has a whole lot of fake friends. The Three of Cups. And these people brought a whole bunch of bad news. These people caused a lot of conflicts and distress in this person's life and drama. And this person is surrounded. This person does not have peace, because this was an Empress in a reverse party girl that had a lot of drama going on. And this is what they're going through right now. They feel backstabbed and betrayed. Somebody might have Leo in their chart, or somebody might have a powerful position. Somebody might have some type of very powerful position, or someone might have Leo in their chart, or someone might have a very powerful position and they can't be viewed or seen in a certain light. But the Empress in the reverse, she about that life. The Empress in the reverse got too much drama going around a person of, I feel like, whatever position they have or stature they have, they're not supposed to be viewed in a certain light. They're not supposed to be viewed in a certain light, but they're married or in a relationship or connected to somebody that keeps a whole bunch of drama and chaos and confusion going. The Sun in reverse. Always, anywhere this person goes, trouble follows them, and trouble follows everyone they connect with, their friends, people that come to the home, people that they interact with in their social circles. They feel backstabbed and betrayed. What happened, Holy Spirit? What is clarify the Ten of Swords? They're setting you up. Take a spiritual bath. This person, somebody does a whole lot of cussing. Well, a lot of us do a lot of cussing, but shoot, if some of y'all went through what a lot of us went through, you might do a whole lot of cussing too. But this is a lesson learned. So this person, this was a lesson for whoever this person is. This was a lesson because they feel backstabbed and betrayed, because somebody got to get out the way, because it's a whole lot about to something's about to come down, because drama follows them. Drama follows the Empress in the reverse. What's the Ten of Swords? Went to the doctor and did not tell nobody. Somebody is hiding a secret about a medical issue. What's the Empress? What's the Ten of Swords? They want to get to know you, but they're a private person. Something might end up in the news about somebody setting somebody up to be Neuralinked with some form of camera in their left eye. This might end up on the morning news, how somebody did something. This makes sense. This makes sense because we're talking here about someone in the military. Ha! So someone was in a relationship with an Empress in reverse that had access to some kind of military technology that they use that's not yet like exposed to the public. And somebody might have tried to set somebody up to be implanted with some type of technology. Could be a Neuralink or some type of device. Y'all know I talk about it in my readings all the time. And this person's worried about their image. Somebody might have also tried to get a legal conservatorship established over somebody in a Southwest state. Okay, for somebody in or from a Southwest state. Okay, this might be North America, tried to get conservatorship established over somebody's life. So, okay, so whoever the Empress, in order to get Social Security. Okay, so whoever the Empress in the reverse is, I have Social Security here. They had their hands in the pot with somebody. This is the army. So they were with somebody. This is someone for somebody. Somebody's in the military. Either the Empress in the reverse was in the military or army, or connected to someone in the military or the army. Somebody might have connected with a drug dealer, a street pharmacist. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Somebody had a lot of wheelings and dealings. And I feel like it's this Empress in the reverse. She had a whole lot going on. She had a whole lot of schemes going on. And because of all the scheming and scamming and the mess she had going on, somebody is about to possibly lose their job or lose work. Somebody was in a poly open relationship. Oh yeah, they love that energy. So maybe they had some kind of poly open relationship where they were able to do a lot of recreational things, leisure, fun, recreation. Okay, somebody that has a history of sexual abuse. So whoever the Empress in the reverse is that they collaborated with, because they did not want to do the work to get your energy the right way, this person had a whole lot of schemes, willings, and dealings going on. She tried to work with people to get conservatorship in a Southwest state. I think I said Southwest state, over somebody. She tried to set somebody up to be Neuralinked. She did a whole lot of stuff. She might have had a Social Security scheme going on over someone that they might have got disability for. Go ahead, Holy Spirit. They're asking you to be patient concerning a situation right now. There it is. Nano-chipped illegally. Guess who's back in the inner circle of trust, Greg? That's from Meet the Parents. Somebody that was affiliated and connected to the inner circle in the government, set somebody up or tried to set someone up to be nano-chipped illegally. And that's why somebody is going to the doctor, respite care, and they're sick because either they did it or the woman they were connected to arranged to have this done to somebody. And somebody's getting the backlash and karma for it. And that's this going to the doctor energy. And they want to say when. They want me to talk about when this happened. All right, let's jump into it. And they're telling you be patient because justice is coming. Whoever you are, they're telling me to tell you be patient because you're going to get justice. You're going to get justice for what was done to you. I have a question for y'all. Can y'all imagine the military having technology to things that are supposed to be top secret for top military operations and things that they're doing that have to do with spying on governments and all this other stuff. You know, they have certain military devices and things they use, like to execute top secret missions. And then a jealous bitch get her hands on that shit and she use it in her personal life to tag up a woman she's jealous of, or do something to a woman she's jealous of. Oh, her butt sits higher than mine. I'm going to set her up to be Neuralinked and make her crazy and get this person locked up. I mean, it's so sick to imagine, you know, things that can be used as weapons that's supposed to be like top secret, but being utilized in such a childish, immature way. And that's the scary part about people giving responsibility and authority to people, because you're always going to have people that you don't even know. Anyone that gets access to any type of military devices that are used in top secret missions, you know, should be checked out psychologically first, because you can't sit up there and put energy weapons and cameras, surveillance, and all these things into the hands of people that are toddlers and infants when it comes to dealing with their emotions. People need to do a whole psychological evaluation to make sure that they're not putting certain technology in the hands of people that are really immature toddlers and infants that will use it in a childish way. That's like putting a gun into the hands of a kindergartner that gets jealous of somebody else that got praised because they got an A on their spelling bee. So I'm going to use my gun and I'm going to shoot you. And that's basically what's going on here. They're literally allowing people to gain access to other people that have access to military weapons, tools, and technology and resources that have the maturity of a kindergartner, an eighth grader, and they're utilizing it on some mean girl shit. That is very sick. But just imagine, this is supposed to be used to go spy on Russia, but a bitch get her hands on it. I'm going to use this to spy on my ex. I'm going to use this to spy on my ex's, on my husband's ex-girlfriend. I'm going to use these military, let me get my hands on an atomic bomb. It's that, I mean, it's like that type energy. If I could just fake the funk and act like I'm mature and go through the ranks. When I get up through the ranks and I get access to the atomic bomb, bitch, I'm a bomb my husband's baby mama house, because I don't like the fact she took him for child support. I'm just saying, but this is like a version of what goes on, and it's sick. When I'm telling you, people got to do psychological evaluations of people that get access to these type. They got to do a better job. They got to do a much better job in psychologically evaluating the type of people that get access to these things. I don't like her because she got a Coca-Cola shape with a booty, and I don't. So I'm gonna they got a poisonous gas that's odorless. Yeah, I know. My husband works for the CIA, and I know they have these things that they use, because he told me in the bed after we had sex. I bet you I could get my hands on it. And I'm gonna use it on so and so. When he cheated on you with that girl and had that baby, we're gonna use it on her. This is that type of energy, and it's very sick. When, Holy Spirit, let's talk about it. This is sick. I didn't know this reading was going to go here. I had no idea this was going to come out. I thought it was just like a regular love reading. Okay? While you were meditating later today, after a funeral, and something is going to happen in this lifetime. What the hell? Somebody might have done something while you were meditating. Clarify, Holy Spirit. What is while you were meditating? somebody was not happy. Whoever you are, you must have been meditating. Okay. A conflict is ending now. Somebody kept doing something to you while you were meditating. And it had to do with a nanochip that was illegally placed inside of you by somebody that's either connected to someone that's a part of the inner circle, or they're in the inner circle. Okay. But someone didn't get their wish fulfillment. Okay. And they're under judgment for it. Thank you. I got it. Okay. I don't even got to go too far. Whoever you are, this is not while you were meditating today. You're a person that meditates. Even if you don't meditate every single day, you're a person that meditates. Somebody placed some kind of chip at some point in your body. They set you up to be Neuralinked. And whenever you try to meditate, they, with the Neuralink, they can access that Neuralink from a computer outside your body to cause it to do things inside your body. And I'm not making this shit up. You can look on the Fox Morning News about the Neuralink and the paralyzed man, where they're trying to help him to walk again. And what it does is they hit something on a computer and it shoots shock waves from the Neuralink down into his feet and legs, and it helps him to walk. That's actually on the news. That technology, they can show it to you. Okay. For anyone that might think I'm talking out the side of my neck. Okay. Whoever these people are, they placed a Neuralink chip in your body. I don't know how they got it there, but you were set up by the Empress in reverse that this man was in a relationship or married to. Okay. And while you were whenever you would meditate, whoever you are, they would send some kind of impulse to either do something to your heart, or send shock waves through your foot or your leg, so your leg will jump up and down, or some type of DNA inhibitor, a floaty, maybe that it might look like a sperm or something, might float up and try to block your pineal gland. Whatever was happening, it has something to do with some nano chip that's inside your body, and they activate it whenever you're meditating to try to block your auric field, to try to block you from expanding your auric field in meditation, to raise your kundalini energy to heal your body. Okay. And this is what someone's under judgment for. Maybe someone is, somebody's in respite care. Somebody's about to die. That's what it is. Okay. So after something's going to happen after a funeral, there's somebody that's dying right now. There's somebody that's sick and dying right now. What's happening later on today? Later today, because I got somebody went to the doctor and they didn't tell nobody. So somebody's been going to the doctor on a regular basis and they haven't been telling anybody. And they might be now going to respite care and they've been keeping it quiet. And something's happening later today. Someone that wouldn't let something go. Somebody that was holding on to, someone felt very strongly about something or someone, and they didn't want to release something. And later on today, something's going to happen. What's going to happen later on today? Oh my God. Somebody might be in mourning. The 9 of Swords. Somebody might be distressed by something that might be going on later on today. Okay, what's going on later on today? King of Wands reverse. Uh-oh. What's going on with this King of Wands reverse? Some spell work. Okay, so they would do spell work and activate that chip inside of you whenever you would meditate. And the spell work that a King of Wands reverse did backfired because you kicked somebody out your energy and pulled your energy back, or someone pulled their energy back from somebody. And some spell work that they did backfired. Okay, tell me more. Somebody is in their thoughts that pulled the person that pulled their energy back. Oh, so this might be the person that was married to them. The Hermit. Clarify the Hermit, please. So this person might be sad because the person that they didn't want to let go of would not stop using an energy weapon on you and doing spell work on you. Clarify the Hermit, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Hermit. The Page of Pentacles reverse. Somebody was committing a crime, abusing power. This might be a Virgo. This could be a Virgo energy that could have been abusing power with you and wouldn't stop. And they cut this. They had to cut this person off. The King of Pentacles. That's this military person. So they might have been with the Hermit energy. It could be a Virgo or any other sign. But whoever they were dealing with, this Queen of Wands energy, this is a fated event. This Virgo energy or Hermit energy, they might be in the hospital right now. They might be sick right now. They didn't want to let this person go. Somebody was aware. Somebody received some kind of a message that somebody was aware about. They had an awareness about something. The Queen of Pentacles. Somebody got some awareness that this is your energy, the Queen of Pentacles, whoever you are. You might have Earth in your chart somewhere, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a placement. It doesn't have to be your sun sign. But somebody was aware that you found out about something that's going to financially level you up. Ha! So there's somebody that found out. Somebody could be a teacher, but somebody found out that you found out some information that's going to level you up financially. Okay, got it. And this Hermit energy was upset about it. Okay, the Queen of Swords reverse. And here's this Capricorn energy here. Someone might have Capricorn in their chart and the Queen of Swords. So there was a Capricorn and a Virgo, or a Capricorn and some kind of teacher energy that was holding you back. You're this King of Cups energy. This is you, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. So whoever you are, you give and receive a lot of love. Your needs were being provided, but not on the level that you should be financially, because this Capricorn and that Hermit energy, whether it's a teacher, or this person might have been a teacher before, or they might have Virgo in their chart, that they knew that this person was having energy weapons used on you and doing spell work on you to hurt you and to harm you. But they didn't want to let that person go. And they recently found out that you became aware that you're about to level up financially. And that caused somebody an imbalance. And what's going on right now? So this was their hoe. Got it. The King of Wands reverse is that Hermit teacher Virgo energy. Okay, that might not be their sign, but this is someone that could have maybe they were a teacher or something, like a school teacher or something before. That was their hoe. You remember I told you they knew that they couldn't get you into some hoe energy with them. So they were trying to find another way to go around to accessing your energy without having to court you properly and lay a healthy foundation for a healthy relationship. So they still tried to access your energy, and that teacher energy, whoever that Hermit energy is, that was their hoe. The Six of Wands reverse. That was their hoe that was fulfilling all their little Hoe-Ish fantasies for them. Okay. And they were having magic used on you and trying to stop you from your spiritual abilities, or trying to stop you from meditating with spell work and with energy weapons. And they went to the doctor, and somebody's in respite care, and somebody might be about to die now. They couldn't get away with it. And now this Capricorn is mourning over their hoe. All right. Because they didn't get their wish fulfillment. Clarify the Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. Oh, someone has Leo in their chart. Okay, somebody might have Leo in their chart. And they're trying to avoid a tower. Someone may have Virgo in their chart. They might have a Leo placement in their chart. Okay. They might have had several hoes they were dealing with. Okay. Or women in this Hoe-Ish energy with them. The King of Swords. This person's very sad. And right now they could even be like disconnecting from their emotions, because they might have felt some kind of way about this Leo Hoe-Ish energy. Or they might have Leo in their chart. Take it as it resonates. They had to cut this person off. Somebody's not in a mental imprisonment about somebody that was stuck in a cycle that took a risk against you. Somebody is no longer in a mental imprisonment about somebody. They might have given a command or an order to release somebody or let somebody go because they wouldn't stop attacking you. They might have been working together with the Hermit and a Leo. This could be up to 2 women, possibly more, that were all working together to commit crimes against you. Okay? And the cycle's over, and now this person wants a new start. The Page of Pentacles. They're going to start all over again. Okay? Like they're going to have to start something from the beginning stage. Okay? So there's somebody sick. There were more. It was more than one person. There was more than one person, of course, that was collaborating to cause problems for you. What's going to happen in this lifetime? And he kicked them out his energy because they were causing so much drama. The Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Wands. This could be a fire sign, and the Empress. Somebody is not, something that you're not expecting. Something might happen this lifetime. The Empress reverse. What about the Empress reverse? The Hermit reversed. The Empress reverse right now might be someone is very depressed and alone. Okay. Somebody might be, clarify the Knight of Wands. They're going to be alone. Whoever the Empress reversed is, they're going to be in some Knight of Wands energy. And they're going to be depressed and they're going to be alone. Got it. So there are 2 feminine energies that are coming up in this read right now. Okay. One of them might be sick and dying right now in respite care because they went to the doctor and people didn't know they've been going to the doctor because they're sick. And the other energy, they're saying in this lifetime is going to get their karma, and they're going to end up alone, depressed, and they're going to be broken down financially too. They're going to be in some Knight of Pentacle energy. Money is going to come very slow to them. And this is an older person. The Empress reverse could be like an older woman, 50, this could be someone 45 and up, but they're going to be in a Knight of Wands energy for the rest of their life, alone and depressed as a form of karma. So one person could be dying in the hospital right now, and the other one, they're getting their karma in this life right now. They're going to live in poverty. And I say that because, from 45 going up for the rest of their life to be a knight is like somebody that's in college that might rent a room somewhere because that's all that they can afford. And they don't have furniture. They might sleep on a blow-up mattress on the floor. That's the type of energy this older person is going to be in. And they're going to be alone, and they're going to be depressed, and they're going to have a lot of trouble, buying groceries, things like that. This is somebody at one time that was supposed to live some kind of very lavish lifestyle financially. But instead, they're going to they might live in their car. They might end up trying to pay rent in a small apartment and get in a soup kitchen line to eat meals. This is how the other person's going to live. It's an older woman. And this is the exact truth, what I'm saying right now. So there's one person in the hospital, and the other person is about to live out the rest of their life in poverty. What's this after a funeral? Something's going to happen very quickly after a funeral. So somebody's about to pass away after a funeral. And you're going to receive clarity. All right. You're going to receive clarity after a funeral, after somebody passes away. That about the cycle for you being abused is completely over with this World card. Somebody's going to bring clarity to you about this. It might be this masculine energy that was connected to these women that were waging a war against you. This masculine might have wanted to come toward you to make you an offer for some kind of partnership, whether it was for love or for work or business. But because you would not get into some Hoe-Ish energy with them, and they knew that, they decided to pass over on you and instead try to circumvent God's system and get your energy from you another way. And now they're going to have to send or bring you clarity. Who's about to die? Whose funeral is this? Who's dying? Someone that collaborated, that someone's in their thoughts about now. The Queen of Cups reverse that feels defeated. It's one of the women. It's one of the women that are dying. Clarify, that did the spell work. That was exposed for what they were doing. More specifically, Holy Spirit, who's the person dying? Someone is really emotional about this. A Queen of Wands, the Leo. This might be a Leo energy passing away. A Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Someone that has Leo in their chart. Somebody that was fighting you, throwing rocks and hiding their hands like in the dark. Clarify. But something's over now. Tell me about after a funeral. Who's this? Whose funeral is this, Holy Spirit? Clarify. An Empress. Someone might be a Libra. Whose funeral is this? Whose funeral is this? A Taurus? The Star? I have three. Someone might be an Aquarius. Someone might be a Taurus. Somebody might have Libra in their chart. Clarify. Whose funeral is this? Someone might be a priest. There might be up to 3 people. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The King of Swords represents the energy. It might be more than one person. This represents the energy that these people are in. This might be your energy. The Empress, the Hierophant, the Star. These are major arcanas. The King of Swords reverse. They're releasing them because you're the Empress, the Star, and the Hierophant. And this King of Swords energy is who's being released. Y'all know I got the child. Holy Spirit, who's this person? Who's the King of Swords reverse? Whose funeral? Whose funeral is this? Holy Spirit. Whose funeral is this? This is someone that was possibly working for the NSA. A boss, supervisor, Southeast state. This is your friend. This might be a Leo. Somebody might be from a Southeast state. Somebody might have been a fake friend to you in the past. Somebody's name might be Leslie. It might be a friend of someone named Leslie's. The CIA. Somebody might be of South American descent. And somebody might be in my collective. This is you collective. Somebody might be a part of my collective. Okay. This might be someone in my life or someone that watches my videos. Somebody might be a fire sign. Somebody could have been friends with someone named Leslie. Someone could have, whoever you are, you might have had a friend in your life that you was unaware was trying to kill you, doing spell work on you. And this person was connected to someone in the CIA whose name might be Leslie that was friends with them. And they were working together with them and someone of South American descent to do spell work on you and to use energy weapons on you. Okay. The person that might be passing might be a fire sign energy. This might be a Leo energy. Anything else, Holy Spirit? This is an ex of yours. Child. Somebody might be a fire sign. Somebody might be connected to an ex of yours that was part of it. Whoever you are, there was a whole group of people that created illusions surrounding you in order to harvest your energy, because whoever this man is, he knew that he could not get you into some type of Hoe-Ish energy. Okay. And he still wanted your energy. And he allowed the Empress in the reverse and everybody else that was connected. Somebody is a Leo. Somebody is a Leo that was friends with someone named Leslie in the CIA. Okay. This is a friend that might have been connected to you that you didn't know was sent or made an offer from someone named Leslie in the CIA. Okay. For somebody. Somebody was a boss or supervisor. Somebody's in or from a Southeast state in the USA. Somebody is of South American descent. One of these people was an ex of yours. And this is someone also in the collective. So there's somebody that's passing away and dying. This was a group of people that were arranging with people you dated, an ex of yours. They made arrangements with someone that you was friends with. And they made arrangements with someone of South American descent in your community where you live to use energy weapons on you and do spell work on you. All these things were occurring and they were orchestrated by an Empress in the reverse that was connected to this military person. The Empress in the reverse is the older woman. She's probably the oldest in the bunch that was going to be that's going to live out the rest of her days in poverty. Okay. I think it's a younger air sign. I'm sorry, a younger fire sign. I think that's the one that's dying. Whoever you are, they're going to come toward you after the funeral. So after her funeral, they're going to come toward you to bring you clarity. You're the Empress, the Star, and the Hierophant. Okay. Whoever you are. So you're this chosen energy. That's what that represents. You are a chosen energy. The Empress, the Star, and the Hierophant don't come out like that. Whoever you are this chosen energy by God. You represent God. That's what I'm getting. You do represent God. And your star shines very bright. And that's why whoever this military person is, they wanted you. This is the unicorn energy. But they let these women keep it a secret since they couldn't force you to be in some whole ass energy. That's exactly what happened. This together forms a unicorn. You can't tell. I know what I'm reading. And if you're a reader, you know what I'm talking about. This right here, this is the unicorn. Empress, this has nothing to do with the signs. It has to do with the energy these cards hold. And the way these three came out as a spread means this is your unicorn energy. You're an alien, is what I'm hearing. Your star is very bright. You have a womb. You're a woman. And the type of energy that comes to you is very sacred and powerful. And that's why this military person wanted you. They wanted to be able to utilize your energy because it's so powerful. You are the unicorn. Look at you. You do represent God, the Hierophant, the Empress, the Star. That's the unicorn right there. But because he couldn't court you properly, he wanted you to be in that Hoe-Ish energy. These other women, these could be copycat energies of yours that wanted your spot, but they don't have your energy. They're not this unicorn. They're not of God. They don't represent the throne. Okay? And because he couldn't get you in Hoe-Ish energy, he allowed this to go on with these other copycat energies that were trying to take you out the game. They figured if they could kill you and take you out the game, that they would be able to provide him this. But all of them put together still couldn't touch your energy. Don't even come close to the type of energy that exudes from your womb. Okay? And he tried it. Yes, he tried it. Yes, he did. He sure did try it. He tried it. And now one of them is dying. The other one is going into poverty. And whoever else they're scattering. All these people are getting bad karma. They went as far as to try to Neuralink you. They said, oh, she's too good. She's too good to bust it open for you. Well, watch me bust it wide open for you. I'll do it. We're going to get her out of here. You can use our energy. Our energy is just as good as you. Whoever you are, you've been wondering why you've had so many women attacking and coming at you, and you've been hiding under a blanket in the corner of your home, minding your business. And trying to hide, like, I don't want no man. I don't want whoever these men are that y'all are fighting about. I don't want him. I don't want him. Stay the fuck away from me. Matter of fact, I'm gay. I'm a lesbian. I'm gay. I don't think you're gay. I don't think you're gay. But I'm just saying, you're in some energy. You were like in some energy, like, please, I don't want the smoke. Please, I just want to live in peace. Everybody get away from me. Please, everybody, leave me alone. Please, leave me alone. But the type of unicorn you are, these women were losing their mind over you. And they literally wanted, no, I'm not saying you're gay. You're not gay. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Seinfeld. It's a Seinfeld episode. Either you get it or you don't. But understand the type of energy that you are, all these women put together don't even create a fractal of your energy, even all put together, but they were all willing to bust it open. Oh, I bet you she can't do it like this. I bet you she can't bust it like that. I bet if we get rid of her, maybe he'll stop trying to go after, all these women were using different techniques, catfishing you, sending men toward you to have sex with you so that they could have sex with that man and get your energy. They were trying to have you Neuralink. They did have you Neuralink for somebody. But they were doing these tactics with unicorn energies. And it wasn't that, it's that you were a threat. Just you being on the planet was a threat. You weren't trying to get this man's attention. This man's fucking attention and pointing you out is what got you all this trouble. You didn't ask for none of this, but you were punished for it. You didn't ask for none of it, but yet you were punished for all of this. And all these women got on you because this man got in some energy, okay, where he knew you would not be his hoe, but he wanted your energy. So he turned a blind eye while these women sent men toward you to try to catfish you, to take your energy. They tried to set you up to be Neuralinked. They did a whole bunch of different things to you to try to get your energy for him. They were trying to get your energy for him. That's what was going on all this time. That's exactly what was going on with y'all. Because they couldn't get you in a Hoe-Ish energy, they executed women. They got all these copycat energies and said, whichever one of y'all copycats is able to go and get this unicorns, they have God essence in them. They've got that, what they call it, anti-matter, like in the movie Angels and Demons. You got some kind of antimatter. You're made of something magical. And whichever one of you, I'm going to line a whole bunch of copycats up. And whichever one of y'all are able to go get this woman's energy and bring it back to me, I will crown you Lord of the Harpies. I don't know what the fuck. Whatever crown they wanted. They was going to get it. Or the woman, the Empress in the reverse, that was his real hoe, okay, that teacher energy, that's going to live out the rest of her days in poverty. She put these women up to go on after you, to try to tap into your sacred energy. They were making offers. It might have been the Empress in the reverse. This older woman was functioning like a bottom bitch to him. Do you understand? Whoever that older woman is, she was functioning like a bottom bitch to this man. And she was the one contracting all these different copycat women energies. Come on, you can do it. You try, and you try to be her friend, and you go get a job where she working at, and see if you can get close to her. And I'm gonna send some men into catfish too. This older woman that was his bottom bitch, and she might be an actual teacher or something at a school or whatever. She don't look like it. A bottom bitch on a corner or no shit like that. She might be professional, but she was his bottom bitch, so to speak. And she lined up a bunch of copycats and a bunch of men and warlocks and people to come toward you to try to taste your energy and bring it back to him, because she knew that you would not get in this Hoe-Ish energy with this man. And that's why everybody's getting karma right now. You're the unicorn. You have that God essence inside of you. You are the unicorn. And they're going to, after the funeral, after this woman's funeral, somebody's going to come and they're telling you be patient right now. Okay. I don't know if the funeral is today, or I don't know if this is going to happen over the next few weeks or the month, but somebody is in respite care now. I'll clarify that. But somebody might be in respite care right now. They might have been going to the doctor. Somebody been going to the doctor. But right now it might have, whatever they have, it might have progressed. And they might be in respite care right now. So let me see real quick. You're being asked to be patient right now, whoever you are. Tell me about respite care. Somebody that couldn't let go. That was a friend to the Queen of Pentacles. Reverse, the Queen of Wands. This could be, again, a fire sign. This would be someone real shallow and very superficial, a bird brain, an airhead type. It might be a Leo energy. That's the wounded warrior, because whoever she is, she put in some, they might have Gemini in their chart, Leo. They might have Leo or Gemini or both in their chart. But she put in some work, but she's not healing. She's dying. She put in some work for this man. Someone's complete wish fulfillment right now might be to illuminate something with the sun. Or you're about to get your complete wish fulfillment, the sun. And they're telling you to pull your energy back from this person. This is someone you pulled your energy back from because they backstabbed and betrayed you. Someone might have Gemini and Leo in their chart. Someone might have Libra in their chart. They couldn't get away with it. What they did was an injustice. What they did to you was not right. What they did to you was not right. Okay? They might have had you in the Five of Pentacles, like literally trying to survive. I'm getting that they put you into survival mode. And you had a strong boundary with all of them until God revealed all of them to you. What I'm hearing too is whoever you are, there were people in your family that helped. Okay? And I've been given an explanation. You don't know it, but going back over 3 generations in your family has been working with the federal government in witchcraft and the occult, doing spell work. And your family has had a long-standing relationship with the inner circle in the federal government. Okay? Not all of your family members, but some of your elders, your older family members, your great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother, like that, going back, has had an ongoing relationship. It's like they were in some kind of Masonic, you might have a family of like Masons or, what's the women? What is the women? Eastern Stars. You might have like an older feminine, great grandmother way up there in the line that was the Eastern Star. they've been working with, or her children, they've been working with the federal government in occult circles and witchcraft circles, to do sacrificing, spell work, and having sex with people in witchcraft occult circles with the federal government. And that's how your family was getting some opportunities and their money. And this goes back beyond, this goes generations back. You didn't know this about some members of your family. And that's why it came to you. But times have changed. And because times have changed, you're able to take advantage of the current climate where a woman has the ability to choose and to make that same money without having to do something strange for some change. So it could be a thing where this could have started back in the day where it was hard for women, to get money, being independent on their own. So these are alternative paths that some people took, or things that they engaged in so that they could be wealthy. But as the climate changed through generations, society has changed and opened up a lot of doors and opportunities, to where you don't have to get on that path in order to become wealthy or marry someone wealthy. You can get a job and become financially independent. You don't even have to get married if you don't want to. You don't have to get in a toxic relationship. You can, as a woman, you have the tools and resources in the current climate to become completely wealthy, rich, financially independent without that. I'm picking up on an energy like back in the day, the climate wasn't like it is today. So this was what your family did to obtain wealth and to obtain resources and to be able to live a good life back in the day. And they kept subjecting their children to this too. Some type of sex trafficking within an inner circle in the government. Certain children they subjected to it, and they had to manipulate how they did it. The more times changed, because it became harder and harder, the more opportunities open to women. You understand? Earlier on, back in your bloodline, it wasn't any opportunities for women. But as times changed through the generations, it became harder to easily just take your family member and force them or do whatever, because more opportunities kept opening up for women as time progressed. And that brings us to current day. They tried to keep a tradition going with you, but because times have changed, they had to do it through gang stalking, through blocking you through technology and all these other ways to kind of put you into a prison, but a prison without actual walls, because of the opportunities that the current climate and society has presented you, due to women having rights now. You understand? So it was some of these people that helped were your family members, because they were keeping up with a tradition that had been started in your bloodline way back when. Every family member wasn't aware of this. Some family members knew about it and others did not. Some family members were sexually abused and were never allowed to talk about it because they were a part of this. And that's why they abused them, to put them into a fucked up mind state where, they'd be so traumatized, they would just become their victim. And this has been going on with certain cherry-picked family members that they used in inner circles in our government, for sex trafficking and for spell work and things of that nature. And this passed on through generations. But with you, they couldn't get you because you're the generational curse breaker in your family. And because you're the generational curse breaker in your family, and we live in a world where women have other opportunities now to choose the type of life they want to have, it was too hard to obtain you because the climate has changed. So this is a generational curse that needed to be broken in your bloodline. And thank God, because of the current climate for women all over the world, you were able to break it, even though they tried to force you into it. You understand? That's why this military person, it could be a much older person, they thought that they would be able to force you into the family tradition. But when you rebelled, whoever you are, you didn't know what was going on, but you rebelled and you didn't realize it. You wanted love. You wanted to get into a marriage or a relationship of love. Your family might have been causing certain women to marry certain men by manipulating situations outside of them in the past, matching people up with people in the inner circle or connected to the inner circle or these occult circles in marriages in the past. But because of the changing climate, whoever you are, you want to get married for love. Okay. You don't want to marry just for money. But some of your past relatives might have had to do it out of survival due to the harshness of surviving a patriarchal society. They had to do it. You understand? So that's where this generational healing that's needed is needing to come into play right now, because this is a tradition that started out of survival. And they wanted to force it to continue, but they couldn't do it with you because you have a choice, which means you can select to marry someone high vibrational that you love, and you could work and pay for your own bills and survive on your own if that does not happen. You don't have to marry out of survival. And that's what they were depending upon. And that's why they attacked you. You understand? The reason that they attacked you is because of the climate change. They couldn't keep the family tradition going with the government. Your family has had a relationship with the government for a very long time, and they couldn't keep that tradition going. They wanted to bring you in. They didn't tell you that's what they were doing to you. They were trying to pimp you to somebody in the inner circle to utilize your energy to do their witchcraft like they've been doing forever. But they couldn't tell you that. They couldn't tell your family. And this is going back to like the Color Purple type days. Your family's been doing this, but they've been getting financial rewards for doing it. And they couldn't tell you. They just wanted to manipulate your finances and manipulate you into low self-esteem so that you would just be forced by invisible hands into the situation they needed you in and the position they needed you in, so they could utilize your energy, your sacred God-given energy, like a battery, because your family bloodline has been a battery. Your sacred energy of the sacred womb of the women in your family has been a battery to witchcraft occultists in the federal government for many, many years out of survival. And you are the generational curse breaker, and that's the reason that you got it so bad. Holy Spirit, respite care. Yeah, somebody wants to keep this a secret because it's a burden. It's almost like somebody's worried that you're going to gloat, that they're sick. No, ain't nobody gloating. Somebody might be watching you right now, High Priestess. Somebody is watching you right now. Someone you pulled your energy back from. Somebody that's dying in respite care right now. Okay. This is someone you celebrated with, that was close to you emotionally, that did this to you. I'm not going to gloat. I'm not going to go into it or whatever. But whoever the person is that's dying right now in respite care, they're watching you. They've been even in respite care, they've been keeping tabs on you. This is somebody that you've pulled your energy back from. They were close to you emotionally, and they accepted. This was someone that might have been a friend to you in the past. You've been pulled your energy back from this person, but they accepted an offer from the bottom bitch of this military person. Whoever that older Empress in the reverse is that was recruiting all the copycat energies, they made this person an offer to become your friend or get close to you and do spell work on you to try to cause you a death. And you don't know, over the past few years, it could have been 3 or 4 years, this person's been coming around your neighborhood, wherever you live, and collaborating with people and sending men toward you and doing death spells, waiting for you. This person's been in the background waiting for you to have sex with the man, or, and date with someone so that she could get the energy from him and they could take your energy back to this Capricorn. And this woman's been watching you and keeping tabs on you, even right now while they're in respite care dying. And she is dying. The death card came out. I asked to clarify respite care, and they're giving me the death card. This is somebody that you pulled your energy back from in the past. Okay? They were hoping that it would be kept from you a secret. That was a burden. A burden for them is to keep a secret from you that they're getting karma for what they did to you, and kept trying to do heartlessly to you, so heartlessly. She didn't want you to know that she was dying. Okay? She might be worried about you releasing a fucking balloon on her ass and going to Party City or something, because that would make it would be like energy harvesting from her, you know. Whoever this woman this is one of your copycats. Whoever she is, she was worried that you might be able to take all her energy by doing a balloon release and doing a Party City and releasing confetti in the air or some shit to gloat that you sat up there and did death spells on me and pretended to be my friend, and now you're dying in respite care. That's why it's a burden for her to find out that you know she's dying. That's why she's burdened, because she's embarrassed and she's ashamed and she feel like shit right now. Because you might have been talking and warning over and over again, look, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want no smoke with you. You picking a fight with God. But that demon inside of you is stopping you from sitting the fuck down and getting into some reflective energy. And we done told your asses over and over and over and over fucking again that the only reason you're still alive right now is because of grace and mercy that God gives to all. And you still have free will. You still have a choice and an option to make another choice, make another decision. You have the option, it's called free will, of getting into some reflective energy and sitting down and dealing with what your issues really are instead of projecting. You don't have to do this. And God will deal with you if you keep on doing it. And this is why this person don't want you to know they're in respite care dying right now. Because they was whatever. I ain't listening to what you talking about. I don't care what you talking about. Whatever. Ain't nobody gonna die. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. This your copycat. Your copycat was on some child. I don't care what she talking about. All I know is I'm still living. I'm still doing good. I'm still well. I ain't scared of her. Whatever. God, where? Where God at? Show me. Show me where God. Where God? If y'all can see my head moving around right now. Where God at? Where God? They didn't know that they had been granted a mercy hump. The years they kept doing this to you and you kept telling them to stop, whether you're on a platform or whether you've been speaking out about what's been happening to you, warning them what was going to happen to them. They were shaking their head, whatever, yeah, okay. But you see, I'm still here. Look, another year that went by and I'm still here. Another year. That is God's grace and mercy, baby. This is why they don't want you to know that they're in respite care dying right now. Because they was telling all the other copycats, you know, girl, but watch when I keep on doing it. Yeah, but watch when nothing happened when I keep on doing it, though. But watch. Child, you think I'm worried about her words? She's just trying to scare you. Bitch, that's the energy they were in. And that's why they don't want you to know, because they feel so much shame, embarrassment, guilt, regret. They're sick right now. And I'm talking about just their emotions. They're sick right now about the fact that they took for granted God's grace and mercy, giving them the same opportunity all of us have been given when we were placed with the Two of Swords, the crossroads, which we call free will, to make a decision this day, choose whom you will serve. They didn't see that as grace and mercy like you told them it was. They saw that as weakness. Psh, God, okay. All right, yeah, okay. But yeah, okay. Whatever. I see that shit only work if you believe that shit. I don't believe that shit. Whatever. I'm gonna keep doing it. Y'all dumb. Y'all scared of her. I ain't scared of her ass. That's the reason why it's a burden right now to keep this a secret from you that she's dying in respite care right now, because she didn't want you to talk about it. You might have even tried to speak life into this person, like in a good way. Like, what you did to me was fucked up and I will never fuck with you again. But you still have the free will to sit your ass down and heal. Because I do have empathy. I know people are sexually abused in childhood, and I know that's not an easy thing to get over. I know a lot of us are abused, and we carry generational curses that have a hold on our mind, body, and spirit. When all of your confidence has been stripped, not just from you, but from your mama and your grandmama and your great-great-great-grandmama. And if you're a person that came from chattel slavery, confidence has been an issue for your whole race and generation. So I have empathy for that. I know regardless of whatever race this person is. I'm just saying, whoever you are, you also have empathy because you do understand the curse of having insecurities and low self-esteem that's passed down through generations, because it comes from trauma. Whether you're from a descendant of chattel slavery or whether you're of another race, and this trauma comes from women growing up in a patriarchal society where men were able to beat down on us sexually and be abusive in other ways, wherever the trauma comes from. Because I know all of us have trauma that come from a patriarchal society. Whoever you are, you had empathy, even though whoever this energy is that was doing death spells on you, if you better not ever contact me again, you bitch. But in the same energy, I still have empathy for your plight as a human, because I know it's a lot of humans out here, women in particular, that have generational curses that have come from trauma that were inflicted on you and your mama and your grandmother and your great-great-grandmother. And those things are not easy to break all the time. When your confidence is broken, you look for alternative ways and for things to help you make it from one day to the next. So sometimes you treat your lack of confidence and your insecurities with money. You try to cure it with money by buying expensive things, like Kanye West said. So that's why the answer to all your problems, it don't matter. As long as I get my money up and get rich and I can afford a Birkin bag, as long as I can do this, that, and the other, that helps me to make it through. Because, you know, some of our great grandmothers had to have a split personality during slavery. They had to be of two minds. While you're being sexually spat on and degraded, you still had to have two minds, like schizophrenic. You had to put on a persona of, I have a reason to feel proud of myself. I have a reason to hold my head up high, even though somebody just spat on me and degraded me. I still have to find something. And these are the generational curses. I have to find something to hold on to hold my head up, or I'm going to kill myself. And that's some of the trauma that's passed on, you know, through the years of these generational curses and these yokes and holds that have been on our life of having low self-esteem, you know, even after even just in a patriarchal society, the trauma a lot of people has gone that has been untreated, and there's been no help out there for people for generations. It's like a lot, that trauma and that way of functioning, that dysfunctional way of toxic way of behaving, of looking toward money and looking toward materialistic things to replace your self-esteem and your dignity, because someone took your dignity from you. It stems from a time when you were forced to create another personality of narcissism. It was a tool of survival. And if we look at it from a standpoint of, and I'm just speaking as a Black woman, if you look at it from chattel slavery, because I know it's women of all races that are with us, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking from a standpoint of chattel slavery. You had to become a narcissist to stop from killing yourself. Your great-grandmother and your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother during chattel slavery, going to church, even during Jim Crow, being degraded, being spat on and treated like the scum of the fucking earth in order to walk with her head held high with dignity, she had to become a narcissist to survive mentally. It was a tool that was used for survival. But the trick comes in where, even though it's something that's toxic, it was a tool that was needed to survive. But how do we break out of that toxic tool that was needed at one time to transitioning now to a healthier mindset? Because we're in a different climate right now. And that's where we are right now. That's the line that we're straddling. That's where we are as women right now all over the world. We're transitioning right now from the trauma of the past of our elders that didn't have a choice. So they used narcissism, a split mind, as a survival tool. So it was needed to depend on money, status, materialistic things, so you could feel confident. Okay. But some people use God, the Lord, which is even better, something more, a higher power, operating out of your higher self. You had to have a real strong mind for that. Okay. To transitioning Now, that mindset being passed on to getting some understanding. You know how I say you have to go into your childhood to understand this pattern that was developed? You have to even go into your history to see where that pattern was developed sometime. And when you go into your childhood, which allows you to even go into your family history to find the root of the cause of that problem, where did my insecurities come from? Where did my low self-esteem come from? Oh, it was used as a tool of survival. But right now, there are ways I can survive and manifest, but I have to heal this first. I have to heal my self-esteem and my insecurities now. It came from my mama, and it came from my mama's mama and my mama's mama's mama, because we were all beat physically, emotionally, sexually. We were all traumatized. But now is the transition point. And this is what God has been trying to do. And he's been trying to do it in a way and spare your life. But some people have been fighting that progress. Some from stubbornness, some from fear, some from people that don't have the mental strength to open up that wound and to face whatever hurt them, because it opens them up to shame that of something that happened to them that's not their fault. Which is why a lot of people need therapy to understand things that happen to you that other people inflicted on you is not your fault. There's no shame in something that somebody else did to you. But you got to sit down, and some people need a therapist to help them to open up those doors and to visit those things. So whoever this person is, like I said, this is a person that needs some generational healing in their bloodline and their family. And they were very stubborn and resistant to the change. So right now, God's kind of doing what I like to call it's painful, transformative pain, where God's like, okay, you didn't transition on your own. I gave you grace and mercy, but you looked at it as weakness. You didn't see it as my love. So now I'm going to have to put my foot on your neck now to force you to see it. And if you don't see it, I might have to get you to start all over. We're going to have to end your contract. I'm going to have to end your contract, and you're going to have to come back and start all over. Okay. So whoever this person is that had, this is someone from your past, possibly years ago. They don't want you to know that because they were being stubborn about stopping attacking you and doing death spells on you. Right now, you knowing is their burden, and because they're ashamed and embarrassed about it, and they didn't want you to talk about it, but they're dying right now, and they are in respite care, or they're in a respite care stage right now in whatever sickness they have. Okay. Holy Spirit, what is the final message? Somebody is going to release trying to drain your energy. Somebody might have Leo in their chart that committed some crimes against you. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Someone that was committing some kind of crime against you. A Nine of Pentacles. This is someone that was a Nine of Pentacles that was in their ego. Okay. Trying to put you or help put you in a mental imprisonment by possibly sending people toward you to catfish you, or coaching men you dated on how to hurt you, or something like that. Okay. And that's who's dying. That's the message. The Holy Spirit wanted me to end it like that. I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I'll see you on Love of the Highest Vibration later. Y'all have a terrific afternoon. Happy Monday.